Afrobeats of 10 years is not the Afrobeats of now.
Shaka.
There's no blueprint to this blowing of a thing these days. Like, there's no blueprint to it at all. If you look at the music industry now, it's very oversaturated. In this day and age and time, we've really heard so many songs that were trash that still made it to number one. It's fun. It's funny that you can sit down and write songs and like write serious music, and the fans will prefer your body na meat pie.
Hello, welcome to another super amazing episode of the LHC Pod. You know how we're doing it here. We work hard, we play hard, we entertain, we educate, we inform, and we take the conversation to the comment section and we continue from there. My name is Emmanuel. As always, I am your host, and we are here to address the matter of the day. I'm not alone. I also have with me my very, very amiable singer, songwriter, and a performing artist. You see, these days, we're bringing artists to you small. The names that you hear about on a daily are coming on your screen on our platform. It means what? We are ready to give you the best of
Absolutely.
the best. Of course, who do we have here? Should I let the cat out of the bag? First of all, subscribe first, and then we can move on. Don't take my word for it. I'm only just joking. I do have here El Mane. What's up?
It's good to be here, man.
Nice to meet you,
good
man.
to be here. Nice
Thank
to meet
you
you,
for
bro.
gracing our platform today.
No, I'm happy to be here, man.
Whoa,
I'm happy to be here.
whoa.
Trust me.
How's it been?
Good. I mean, we're here now, so we'll really talk as they do us like
We
this.
talk as it be, meaning we have to say it as it is.
Of course.
All right. Okay. So we have you here, and we're going to be looking at critical issues.
Of course.
Right.
Let's do it.
Yeah. And what is our topic for today? So today we're looking at collabs and connections, building your network in music. Collabs basically means collaborations and connections, building your network in music. Can you survive without collaborations? Can you survive in the music industry without connections? Maybe we should start from there.
So, I mean, like, I feel like you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can. There are so many musicians who are not really into collaborations like that. And they did well. Notable mentions, Kiss Daniel. When he came out, he wasn't really doing collabs. He wasn't doing collabs, but all of his songs were hit. Right? All of the songs were still hit regardless. So, I mean, I'm not trying to underestimate the power of collaborations because it's also very important. It's worked for other people as well, but it's subjective. It's still subjective. Now, aside me tapping into your audience, which is very important, and you tapping into mine, right? I feel like for the people who have already found their path, for the people who found their path early, they can really still do without it, right? But that's for collaborations, though.
Yeah,
but for connections, nobody can do without connections, man.
So, meaning that Kiss Daniel actually had the connection.
Yes.
He had the connection.
Yes.
He has the art.
He did.
And then has the connection.
He did. I mean, he was signed now.
Yeah. So basically,
he was signed. So in the end, like, he was signed, and his label had like push at the time. So I feel like the way they set him up, because I feel like it must have been like an inside thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like it wasn't really just his decision alone. So I feel like the way they, which also helps you to stay grounded more, like, as an artist, because I know so many people who they can't even do anything now without collaborations. They can't do anything for themselves. But I feel like for most labels, once they keep you away from all of that attention, it helps you to stay grounded, because nobody's coming to save you, right? So if you have to create a hit, you have to create a hit. You get what I'm saying? So for some people it works. For some people, might need collabs, but I don't think it's really everybody that does like need collaborations to like fly like that.
So sometimes artists can be well-grounded,
Yes.
believe in themselves, trust their craft.
Of course.
Constantly working on their crafts at different times.
Mm-hmm.
They've burnt the night candle.
Yeah.
It may not be candle. It could be your oil lamp,
Yeah.
and it could also be your electricity, trying to perfect your art and all of that.
Of course.
But what you have basically stated currently is that yes, collaborations are optional,
Yes.
but connections ain't.
Nah, connections is not. Is very important. I mean, I feel like connection cuts across music, safe. Because I feel like even in our daily life,
Yeah.
even in our daily life, I feel like there's always this saying. There's always this saying that says, anybody we don't make I'm not person help and reach there.
Yeah, sure.
You get what I'm saying? So like connections are like really key, like even in life, yeah. So let alone in an industry like the entertainment industry, like you need all of it. You need all the connections you can get because it's a very crazy industry. So if it's just somebody you need to just tell 1, 2, 3 people about your songs, man, it's still gonna go a long way for you. So yeah, connections is super key. Like it's so important. I feel like nobody can do without it. In fact, I don't necessarily think anybody even made it without somebody mentioning their name somewhere, or sending their song to like some record label exec or something like that. Like somebody did that work. Somebody must have done the work. Like it's not rocket science per se, unless maybe you blew off like as an internet sensation. Yeah, like at the time we had Zinoliski who came out like with the viral rap he had at the time, So in cases like that, connections will come to you. If you blew off via the internet, connections would come to you. Yeah, but is super important.
It's super important.
It's super important.
Thank you. Even if basically it means that even if a connection doesn't bring you to the limelight, you also need it to sustain yourself within the organization, which is a fantastic thing to know. But if I'm to ask you, which should come first? Have your connection and before the collaboration, or the collaborations before the connections?
No, it should be the connections first, though. It should really be the connection first, because I feel like connection makes things a little bit more easier, right? Without connections, collaborations can't even fly. Though, in a sense where we're talking about connection and collaborations, collaborations is also a form of connection, which is what I said before. So because, for example, now you're signed and I'm not signed and I have a song with you, I might get the opportunity to get signed in your label by just doing a song with you if your label likes it. So that's a collaboration that has brought connection in its sense. You get what I'm saying? But they are very very much important. But I feel like with connections you don't necessarily need collaborations to fly. If the connection is already there, it's just there. It's just, for example, now I'm signed to Don Jazzy. I don't need any
living records.
Once I do a song like especially like labels that are already like well established like that, and they already have like all of their team, proper structure, Chocolate City and all of that. So once you're already there, you literally have everything you need to fly. You literally have everything you need to fly. So connection is for me like the most important thing. Like, it cuts across everything, let alone music. For music, you can't even really do anything without it, because that's why you see so many people singing. They've been singing and singing and singing, and nobody really has heard about them. Nobody has heard about them. Nobody knows them, But once the right connection comes now, and then everything just opens up.
Upcoming artists.
Yeah.
Generally, wait for too long or keep waiting. And sometimes they even forget their dreams. Do you think that they are doing enough in terms of, are they pressing the right buttons? What usually they go about, I can sing, I can rap. Everybody believes on his or herself and stuff. And you think that the hard work really pays off at the end of the day?
Not for everyone. It's not for everyone, and I feel like it's not just about the hard work. You know, I feel like every time we talk about music, like the hard work is important. Like you get what I'm saying, but it's not just about the hard work. So I won't really say they are not doing enough. I think it's just the music industry is like one of the it's the hardest thing that I keep telling my friends every day. I tell them, like, my next life I'm not gonna make music.
Why?
Nah, man. Because everything about you, everything about your growth, everything about how you move is dependent on the grace of people. That's the only profession that people has to approve for you to like be someone. Like, it's tough. And then there are all these gatekeepers everywhere who are trying to like only make sure that it's only their artists that are being heard. Now, that's why I said it's not about the hard work. It's deeper than that, because there are so many people in the industry that just wouldn't let someone else come in.
But people are breaking it.
No, that's why I mentioned the social media thing. Like that's why everybody is running to.
Yeah, so social media has basically
has opened up everything. That's why I mentioned like social media before. So that's why everybody is literally running there now.
Yeah.
Right, which has opened doors for like so many people. Right, but so that's why I said it's not. I mean, hard work is involved. In this day and age now, music, Afrobeats of 10 years is not the Afrobeats of now. So Afrobeats of 10 years, TikTok didn't exist then, right? So you had to do whatever you can to make it, But now there are all these social media tools. There's TikTok, there's CapCut, there's Instagram, there's Twitter, there's all these things, right? So in the end, it's not also just about putting in the work, right? Because right now it's just so many factors that it is very subjective, that that predicts. There's no blueprint to this blowing of a thing these days. Like, there's no blueprint to it at all.
But yeah, I totally agree with you. But don't you think that mastering the craft can? Because you listen to certain up-and-coming arts.
Yeah.
You listen to... I question myself, and the question I ask myself is, have you evaluated yourself? Have you scrutinized yourself enough to ask? Have you listened or asked other person's opinion about yourself with respect to your art? Are you truthful to yourself that you should be an artist? Or
are your friends gassing you up?
Or they're just gassing, yeah. Because again, once you have a melodious tune, music moves.
It does.
And it moves it's not, the melody of a song is not subjective.
Yeah.
It moves you.
It does.
Once you hear it sinks down your spine, and you have goose pimples. And people will know that, yes, this is music. And at that point, you don't need any no gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Can keep you
out
of that.
Out of the circle.
Out of the circle or out of the space.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, they would come for you.
They will.
Which is that they know that you are ripe, and that there is money to be made. You are an art. You are complete.
Yeah.
Right? So when we say that gatekeeping, and we basically rely on, we say people are gatekeeping and all of that.
Yeah.
I question myself, do you think that these people are actually truthful? Because some music should be in the trash. Not to talk down on their efforts, but I just think that some persons are not made for music.
Well, so see, this subject is always very funny to me, because we live in a country where trash music can become the number one song on Apple Top 10. We live.
Okay.
We live. That's why I said that music of 10 years ago is not the same music of now, right?
Yeah.
So, which is why if you look at the music industry now, it's very oversaturated. In a week, about 60 songs are coming out.
60.
More than 60 songs. Everybody's dropping music today. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, in this day and age and time, we've really heard so many songs that were trash that still made it to number one in this industry. And you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
you've heard so many songs that you don't like, but they're up there. Which is where farming comes into play. Where you hear people talking about farming. People are farming, people are doing this, people are tweaking their numbers and jacking up their streams and all of that. I mean, a couple months ago, Spotify deducted numbers from so many people's songs. You know, everybody has been accused of stream farming once or twice in the last couple months. So it's just, it's just a whole, like the way everybody is moving in the industry now. You see somebody will tell you, and I'm not trying to throw shit at anyone, right? But it's funny that
please throw shade.
It's fun. It's funny that you can sit down and write songs and like write serious music, right? And the fans will prefer your body na meat pie. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You're cracking me. Oh my god.
The fans will prefer your body na meat pie. So again, like now, the fans have a major role to play. Like now, it's like the fans have a major role to play as regards what we should ever make. Because what's the point of making music if people won't listen to you? It's still a very defeated plan.
No, but I think that there are different markets.
No, yeah, I mean, there
are people like Johnny Drill still surviving.
Well,
alternate music.
Well, so how many Johnny Drills are out there?
We have Dariat, who's like a father.
No, I'm not even talking of the Darius set,
Category,
right? But like since Johnny Drill, how many people are out there? Like for me, I feel like I feel like one of the reasons why Johnny Drill's career has survived this much is because of where he is.
Maybe.
Yes. Yes. Now, I'm not taking anything away from his talent because Johnny Drill is not the only talented person out there. Again, that's my point. My point is
it Control or Control?
Who's that?
It's also an
Kentrell.
Kentrell,
yeah. Yes. Yeah. So again, Johnny Drill is somebody I love so much, right? But again, this is where labels will come into play. How many people have the same numbers Johnny Drill has off just playing guitars and singing? And don't forget, Johnny Drill is somebody who has managed to Johnny Drill's personality is not just music alone.
We used to be in school together, and then he moves around with the guitar.
You get what I'm saying?
From faculty.
So he produces, he mixes, and that's one thing I love about him so much. That's one thing I love about him so much. The fact that he didn't box himself in
just singing.
Yeah, the fact that he didn't box himself in just the same place, So for me, I feel like he's a very important guy because if he's not singing, he's engineering music,
producing,
he's mixing and mastering songs for somebody, so that has pretty much like upgraded his CV like a lot. So he's always going to be in the scene, right? But I will still continue to say that Mavins is one of the biggest record label in the country, if not the biggest label in the country for the last 10 years, right? So at the end of the day, I feel like if you're signed with them and they really take your project like seriously, you would pop, you will still grab your numbers, you get what you need to get. So but Johnny Drill is an amazing talent. I feel like with or without Maven, that guy would have like popped, man.
So into this music industry, do you think that connection is more important than perfecting the art?
No.
Yeah, based on the conversation with
no. The reason I'm saying no is because they are both important, right? I feel like you need to perform, you need to perfect your art. I love what you said earlier when you were talking about when we're speaking about staying grounded and consistently working and burning candles and all of that, you know. I'm a huge representation of perfecting your crafts because I've worked, you know, I have done a lot of work, I've put in a lot of work. You know, I've also been able to branch out of just, you know, writing music and singing music alone. Now I record myself. Right? Because, you know, I didn't want to be too dependent on people. You know, I got to a point where I couldn't do anything without my producer, and I didn't like it. So I was like, no. So I called him and I'm like, yo, teach me this, teach me that. You know, let me. I don't want to be dependent on you so much. If you're not here, I should still be able to make music.
Yeah,
so,
once,
you know,
once the melody drops,
yeah.
you should be able to record.
So you know, I feel like it also helped me to grow in that aspect where now I'm like just doing stuff by myself. I don't. So, but for me, I feel like staying grounded is really, really important. You know, putting in the work and staying, you know, because they always say this. They say it gets harder when you actually blow. It gets harder. So you can imagine you have only 2 songs.
You have a catalog. You should have a catalog.
You know, you can imagine you have only 2 songs. So I was, you know, I've been drumming it into my team. Like I've been telling all of them, like next year we're focusing on catalogs, because you know I've come to understand that you are not that song that you actually think is going to blow you. It's not the song that will blow you, because you don't know the song people are going to like. So instead of like just holding on to a particular record because you as an artist, you feel this is what is going to
have personal attachment.
I used to have personal attachments to like a lot of songs, but you know, I've pretty much outgrown that now. Now I see music differently. It's all about catalogs right now. So it's just keep putting out there. So that's parts where you really have to work hard. For me, it's like the most important step, like as an artist.
So fine. How have you been able to survive or fare without a record label so far?
It's tough. You know, I mean, it's really tough. I feel like since I couldn't get a label, I just literally had to learn I just literally had to be my own boss. You know, I had to be my own label. So, you know, I had to go into more of like learning how these things work, you know, learning how labels move. You know, I also had to learn how to distribute music myself, you know, where you like upload your songs and distribute them yourselves and all of that. So I've pretty much been independent, like for like the most part of my career. I've been independent. And you know, it's tough. It's really tough because the financial implication is on you. It's huge. Yeah, which also cuts across promotion and marketing and all of that. Like it is tough. But you know, it's just
and the bloggers are not smiling.
No, they are not now. They are not at all. So it's just I just got tired of making excuses. I didn't want to continue making excuses that it's because I'm not signed, I haven't done this. It's because Don Jazzy hasn't seen me, I haven't done this, right? So I just really, really wanted to know that, you know, in this career I'm on, I really gave it everything. So I wasn't really going to do excuses. Like I've stopped doing excuses, like whether something is tough, whether something is not tough. People came on the ground and they made it. So it's not going to be any different for me. I just need to stay consistent to my purpose and my art, and you know, it's going to pop.
That's so interesting to note. And again, I would say well done.
Thank you so much.
Because in Nigeria you have over 230 million.
It's crazy.
And maybe up to 20 million are into music and they want to be heard. And on the other hand, we also have an audience that is tired. When I say tired is they listen to new songs every day, so it's usually very difficult to catch their attention. And you wouldn't blame those who come up with all sorts of music, and they're able to grab the attention of the audience at the end of the day, and then they come out clean and successful. That would then take me to my next question.
Okay.
And it basically, we're moving this conversation to branding, marketing, and understanding your audience.
Yeah.
Right? Do upcoming artists really pay attention to the market, the nuances of the market? And by that, it means that for brand marketing, before you launch a product, you're likely going to, first of all, do your surveys, know what products you do, your product sampling, understand the market nuances before you finally launch in the market. And as soon as you launch, you also begin to monitor. First of all, you are aspiring to gain market share, which is you're also paying attention to your competitors in the market. What are they doing differently? What needs to be done if you are to get chunk? What strategy and approach? All these, are you going to use the pricing mechanism? Is it your distribution, which is your promotion? Place? Is it price? Is it the product? I'm basically talking about the 4 P's of marketing. Right? Arts or artists really paying attention to the sound that the music, that the audience want in creating. Because sometimes you can be carried away massively, gifted. Man, fantastic. But the audience doesn't want that. Right? For example, I take juju music to the US. They are likely going to be fascinated, right? And but they may not be able to relate or interact with the music, with their dance steps and all of that. Are we, at the artists, really paying attention? Let me just stop there.
So I think they are. I think they are because, the Gen Zs run the world now, right?
Yeah, sure. Power of Gen Zs.
It's their world now. So, but I feel like they are. But it's just that you can't really tell.
Okay.
Most of the times, you can't really tell, which is what I picked when you spoke about promotion. I feel like everything lies with promotion, right?
Not the product?
Okay, I would say it as it is. Most Nigerian fans don't really care about the product.
Really?
Anymore. They do not. Now, the reason I'm saying they do not is you find musicians these days trying to make music that influencers can dance to, that influencers can interpret. You understand what I'm saying? Let's say maybe TikTok influencers and stuff. Everybody's always trying to look for that catchy line. That's what's going on in music now. So everybody's just looking for that catchy line that you know that people can jump on, or people can. These days, I don't really think anybody's really worried about anybody's full song anymore. These days, I feel like people just hear a line, and that's the reason they just go listen to the full song. Yeah, so so for me, promotion is everything, but promotion is still cash. The marketing we're talking about is still cash. Everybody has been speaking about it. It's been on the internet. Everybody's talking about, if I want to promote a song now, 100,000 USD. It's very evident that you can't. It's very evident that to promote an Afrobeat song right now, you should be thinking about, let me say, 50,000 USD as the minimum. As the minimum.
Yeah.
So there's this song. I have an A-list person on, and when we did the song, he told me, he said, "Oh, Manny, how far? I like this your song. Well, you go find money." you go find money. That's what he told me.
Meaning you go look for money.
Yeah.
Cash. Okay.
Good song, great song, mad melodies, everything. But he told me, yeah. And, he started breaking it down. This is somebody that's already there. And he started breaking it down for me that at least 20 million has to go to TikTok. Just TikTok. Me will never buy a house. So 20 million has to go to just so. My point again is, these days, it's not even really about what we are singing, if we are putting enough in, if we are not putting enough in. It's just the financial backing you have. Because people's attention span is really short.
Yeah.
Right? And right now, what everybody is doing is they are literally just forcing music into everybody's ears. And the only way to force music into somebody's ears is to attach some sort of funding towards it. You are not going to go to TikTok influencers now and go and meet somebody that has 2 million followers to do a song for you free because he likes that you said, oh, this girl is the finest girl in the world in your lyrics. No. Nobody's going to do that. So once you DM an influencer, the next thing they are sending you is, these are my charges. That's the next thing they are telling you. So for me, I always, and I'm not the only one with this opinion, it's everywhere. So I always tell people, like, find money. If you can't make the money yourself, then find a sponsor
for it.
Because that is basically the only thing you need right now to really like just force this music into people. It's not even really about, you can work hard and if these songs are not going into the right places it should go to, you get. Now I'm not saying songs don't organically blow, but you stand a better chance when you have money.
When you
to avoid all that, because organic blow is 50-50 still now.
Yeah, you're taking a chance.
Organic is 50-50. You think if somebody came to me now and asked me, do you want to blow organically or do you want me to put money in you? I'll tell him to put money now.
Because with money you are guaranteed to blow, right?
I'll tell him to put money and I don't even have to sing as much as I'm singing now. Yeah, because there's money. So if I know that if I say something and I can get somebody, or let me say their favorite face on TV to interpret what I just said, half of their fans is going to start bopping to it. And once it starts trending and starts speaking numbers, everybody starts calling it a hit song. Because that's basically what it is right now. All you need, any song is a hit song right now, so long as it's trending and it's picking numbers, So, yeah, the financial aspect is really, really key. It's the most important thing in this day and age music that we're singing right now. I wish it was the time of them, of the OGs, of them Two-Face, and then that's why if you notice, then all the songs that were coming out were all fire.
But don't you think that the same money plays a role? Because then music is even more democratized these days than it was then. And so when you mentioned gatekeeping, in my head I was like, okay, gatekeeping can be then, but can gatekeeping be the reason why industry is not moving from where it was to where it should be? Because again, then you would know that it's only airplay, meaning that you need to know the DJs and the studio managers or the programs manager, or the MD of the stations and everything to be able to play your music.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Have you not heard people in the last couple of years that have come out with one song and they didn't pop again?
Coming up with one
they
song.
Came out with one song, it casted, and after then they haven't popped again.
In that case, if I'm to respond to these, yes, I have heard artists one song wonders and at the end of the day they're not popping again. But the second thing that comes to mind is if you have a chance, a shot at life with one song and it made it way, if other songs are no longer popping, I do think that it's not the fault. You as that art should be blamed for it. Okay. Hear me out.
Okay.
And the reason why I said it is because how people get fame and that attainment of fame takes over their attention.
It does.
Right?
It's crazy.
So you need discipline. And discipline entails that whatever gave you that fame, you need to sit back and look at it critically. And how do you look at it? It's basically to evaluate.
Yeah.
An evaluation requires you to say what worked and what didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens. I am of the opinion that nothing happens by chance. Grace will not find you if you are not prepared. Let's understand this. And it's not just in music, but it cuts across all sphere of life.
Of life, yeah.
Before grace can find you, is that you are prepared. And preparation means that you have toiled, you have mastered the art, and then opportunity comes.
Yeah.
It is when you are prepared that opportunity comes.
It comes.
And then opportunity meeting preparation. That is grace. That in itself is grace. Grace is not by going to church and kneeling down praying for 24 hours. And I have to be very realistic about it.
Yeah.
It's not casting demons and sending fire from the throne of grace or from the heavenlies. Grace is basically that you are prepared and opportunity comes and you take advantage of that. That is grace.
Yeah.
Having said that, the point is, do you self-evaluate to know this has worked? What is it really that worked for me? If this has worked, how am I be able to manage the resources that comes my way? I do have an issue with mismanagement within the entire entertainment ecosystem. I'm sorry.
So it's mismanagement.
you should be the one, having all of this stuff. But basically, I'm also having my own opinion, right?
It's amazing.
Yeah. So mismanagement. Somebody blows, and then the next thing is the entourage.
I know.
I call them baggage.
It's the lifestyle.
I'm currently working with one of your big three. And the entourage that comes, I'm like, how are you able to fund this? Bro, I just did a TV commercial with him. I've been working in the past 11 months. He's been my ambassador. One of the big three. And I've been working with him. And I like, excess. And I'm not just the one saying this. I'm not just the one saying this. I also do have even the artists themselves say it. I recall in not too long ago, what's his name? Bella Shmoda, right? Did mention that he was almost going broke.
It's crazy.
That he had to ask.
It's crazy.
Or maybe he went broke and Grace brought him back. Mm-hmm. You understand? So what I'm basically saying, so let's get back to the conversation. Yeah. And the conversation is that people you learn. If you have triumphed, you need to ask yourself what worked for me to be triumphant. And if I notice that, it means that I didn't have to toe that line. But what basically happens in most cases is that people triumph and say, I have arrived. And when you have arrived, it means you are no longer putting the work.
Of course.
You go even bench people when they sustain you.
People will come up with you.
You understand? People when they sustain you, at that time you're going to hear, say, man, dude, I'm just so busy, man. I've been out there. Don't worry, I'll get in touch. And getting in touch then means that 1 full year you likely not go to.
You're likely not to
hear from the people. So it is what it is, and I think that people should understand this. That getting a one hit is not just enough. It basically means that is your starting point.
Mm-hmm. It's not actually.
Yeah, right.
It's
so
not.
We have that. So we're talking about brand. Do you think that artists are branding themselves enough?
Well, I really think Afrobeats artists are really like branding themselves enough. There are quite a few. There are quite like a few people who are really like, doing a lot of brandings for themselves.
Yeah.
There are people I have followed like, for years, and like their branding has really been tight. They're also like new. In fact, I feel like to really pop now, you need to have a certain type of branding that's
something that makes you unique.
Yeah, that makes you unique, right? So sometime last year, my manager was speaking. I was like, oh, okay, what can we do? What can we do? Is there something I have to wear? Is there something I have to put on my body? That's how I started wearing these pills.
Yeah, okay.
I used to wear chains before, but and I'm like, well, it's chain now. If all of us here were putting on chains now, nobody's going to know I'm an artist, because we all have chains on now. There's nothing that differentiates me, right?
Yeah.
But if I have pearls on and everybody has chains on, if somebody comes here now, they're looking at, why is this one wearing something so girly? Why is this one wearing like a, So it's a very major
and
part.
And the branding is that you have pearl on one side of your ear, and then you have
and the silver, and then so it's just it's very important that you have something that like stands you out. And I feel like Afrobeats artists are really, really doing that. Like they're really, really doing that. I feel like there's nobody popping now. Once you see them, there is something about them, there's this aura they have that you can tell that, okay, this is what this person is doing, or this is what this person's art represents for them. So I feel like musicians are really doing a lot of branding right now.
Talking about branding, in a space where you have thousands of music churning out every time, sometimes I ask myself, how come? Sometimes I ask myself, how come that the tunes are usually different? And that's where I thank God, and I basically say God is great, because again, come on, the song is, and then you have something else, thousands, and then they are basically not the same, the same way. How do you find your sound, your unique sound that then differentiates you? I've heard people say it is difficult, right? That you have to grow into it.
Yeah.
Have you been able to find your own comfort space? I won't say your sound, but I would say your comfort space.
Yes, yes, I have. I felt like I always did. I felt like I always did, because when I started like doing music, like there was nobody that sounded like me. There was nobody that, and I've always stuck to it.
Okay.
I've always stuck to my sound. Of course, I've improved on it. I've put the sounds into like many other genres. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I've still stuck to it, right? So, but I also totally agree with, you can also grow into it.
Okay.
I also agree with the points where you can also grow into it, right? But finding your sound is really, really like important. And I feel like once you do, you'd know. As an artist, you'd know.
That's moment of truth.
Yeah, once you find that sound, you will just know, like you would know that, okay, this is my thing, because you pretty much know that there's nobody else out there that has just said this thing, or that has just sang this thing the way you sang it. So I've honestly found my own sound, right? And I feel like anybody out there that hasn't would definitely like grow into it. You just have to continue recording. You have to continue recording. You have to continue making music. Most of the times, finding your sound always comes in the most unplanned of ways. Like it's not something you even plan. You can just be chilling with your homies, and you can just be somewhere chilling with and it comes in, and you're human it, and before you know, it becomes your thing. So it always comes in the most unplanned scenarios. Like it always comes in the most unplanned scenarios. But like finding your sound is really, really key, because it's too many musicians right now in the Afrobeat space. So
Sure. It's a question that I have in mind.
Okay.
Which is, how do you protect yourself from piracy? Given that you're putting so much, you're putting your resources not just resources in terms of financial, your
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, of course.
You're sacrificing so much.
Mm-hmm.
I know of a family member that was good in music, but he never blew.
It's crazy.
And he's dumped it for
It's crazy.
something. So currently he's running his own school, right? He's now an educator, right? So it's usually
That's
very
crazy.
funny. Very funny. How do you protect yourself? Say finally, I've been able to come. I've churned out materials,
Yeah.
right? And how do you protect yourself from piracy and all these streaming platforms that can just take anything and upload and deal with that?
So
Because at the end of the day,
Mhm.
if they go ahead, you're likely not going to make a dime from it.
yes, I'm a huge victim of somebody who has put out music and not really made a dime from most of them.
Yeah, sure.
You
I
know,
know.
but
It comes with. I think it's one of the
is part of the it's-
risk.
Yes, you
in
know,
music.
I feel like I have been there.
Mm.
I've been there for like, which was the reason why I decided that, okay, you know what, I need to take a step away from just being an artist and understand the music business.
Mm.
So I feel like once you understand the music business, nobody can really do that to you anymore.
Okay.
So most musicians, most emerging musicians, or upcoming musicians, they don't really care for the music business side of their art,
Mm.
right? Most of the time they just want to sing, go to shows, hang with the girls, do all of that. But somebody is literally like using your money to like buy a house and do stuff, and you don't even know. And again, is you picking up knowledge, because it's not just about you being on the job. Like, what are you also learning from the job?
Yeah.
Right? And of course, it's not new. You don't have to be an A-list artist to make money off your craft. You don't even need to have a song that pops.
Yeah.
You don't even need to have a song that pops to make money.
You just need your fan base listening.
You just
streaming your
need
songs.
you just need your build your own fan base and find a way to protect your money. So for me, like, I feel like, how do I protect my own my stuff from privacy and all of that is I just sign a contract with these people.
Okay.
We have a contract we sign, so if there's anything like a copyright infringement, remember I told you I distribute my songs myself.
Yeah.
So I take my time to like go over everything. I first study from that platform, study more about the platform, understand everything I need to understand before I even take my music there.
Yeah.
Because once your music has gone there and you've signed what you want to sign, it's even a hustle. I remembered my last EP, the people that put it out, even when the 2-year contract we had with them was expired, they still had that song there. They still had the project there for like a year and a half more.
Did you serve them?
We did everything. Like, what's crazy was they didn't even have a physical office. So we didn't even know where to find them. We sent DMs, we sent emails. Nobody just,
Response.
nobody was responding. So I had to, speak to my lawyer at the time when I signed the contract with them. So he was the one that helped me reach out. And then, they took out the song and everything. This was a body of work, and I didn't get a dime from them.
So who, in scenarios like this,
Yeah.
who fights for you?
So who fights for you basically is, your lawyer should be the one to fight for you, right? Your lawyer should be the one to fight for you. But one of the reasons why I also decided to stop using platforms I cannot control was because I needed to see my own numbers. I wanted to have access to my back end.
Yeah.
Most people do not have access to your back
their
ends,
back end.
right? So you can't even really tell what your song has sold, where people are playing or listening to your songs from and all of that. So, and then there's also the licensing side of it as well. The BMIs, the ASCAPs, the all of that handle, licensing, your songwriting royalties and all of that. So I had to learn all these things again, like I said. So for me, I feel like as an artist, the only way to protect yourself, and this is not about even if you're signed, Because that's why so many signed artists come out of their label and they still don't have nothing. Because the whole time you've let them run your business.
Basically, I don't want to go into
but like, you've made them run the business. So my point here is, as an artist, be interested and be invested in the business side of your art. Whether you are independent, you're not independent, whatever the case is, just be invested in the business side of your craft, and that would help. It's not going to solve all your problems, but at least it will help, because now you have an idea. So if you are signing 70-30 with somebody or 80-20 with somebody, if you're not getting your 80, then you should ask questions. But look, streaming money is not even really as easy as we were making it look. I wish you just sing once and then you just make money off the song you sang. But
everybody will be an artist.
It's yeah, so it's not even really like that. It's not really like that. There was a time, I was watching a publication and somebody was telling us that 1 million Spotify streams is $300.
Yeah, I think that there is an argument.
$300, like Nigerian Spotify.
Yeah, because there is an argument.
So you can imagine how much I'm going to spend on a song to get 1 million streams on Spotify, and all I get is $300.
Yeah, but I think that
that's crazy.
There is.
Don't you think so?
Yes, it's so crazy. It's crazy. If I'm to explain,
$300.
Yeah, and basically,
the day I heard that, I was.
It's because of your economy.
Yeah, but it's just the Nigerian Spotify though.
It's because of.
It's not the general. Yeah. It's not the general Spotify.
Yeah, it's because of your economy, and if I'm to shed light on that, it's because they're just platforms for distribution.
I know.
As a marketing and brand manager that I am, I do know that for you to place an ad, you're looking for your target audience. Nigerians as of today, don't have the purchasing power. And so when I'm targeting, maybe I have a product, I'm not targeting Nigerians because sometimes they might not be able to afford my product.
I know, right?
Right. So these are all factors that we put into consideration.
Yeah.
Where as brands or as advertising persons, so the people will say, okay, we're not making so much from this country, right? So we cannot, irrespective of your population or your script, so we cannot be paying as big as somebody. It's like you are robbing Peter to people. So it's like I'm making money in the US. Instead of paying US more, I split the money and said US and Nigeria should earn the same amount of money.
Yeah.
In terms of streaming.
Nah.
That is not good economics. Right? So now let's come back to you.
Okay.
As a person.
All right.
What are you working on currently?
I think it's what I have worked on, So, I'm currently working on a project. I'm currently working on an EP that should be out early next year. Yeah. The single should be out. The single leading to the EP should be out too, in January, exclusive. It's called Latecon, right? And then there's a body of work that comes after then, hopefully like within the Valentine period and all of that. Yeah, so but yes, it's and of course that's not even the only project I'm putting out in 2026.
Tell us. Let's have a
that's not the only project I'm putting out in 2026. Which is even the reason I'm starting early. Because I want to make sure that the whole of next year, like I'm on some motion, because I record a lot. And even ever since I started recording myself, it's also helped me more to like record in more numbers, because now all I need to do is just call my producer, what's up, and then he sends me a beat, and the next thing I'm sending back to you is the vocals, because they already set my presets and my sample and everything there, so it's easy for me to just record myself. So that's basically what it is now. Latecon is coming. It's coming big. So it's a big Afrofusion, Afrobeats record. Latecon is coming. I can't wait. I can't wait. And then the EP too is coming.
Okay.
The EP is coming. It's my first It's not my first EP, but it's my first body of work since 2022.
Oh, okay.
You know, because, you know, then again, because of my experience from the previous one, I had to take time to, like you said, reevaluate and, okay, what did I do wrong in the first project that I didn't want to happen this time? So, yeah, so, you know, Laticon is coming, Playboy Tape, the EP is coming, you know, an album too on the way in 2026. Ooh. Yeah.
So 2026 is packed.
It's busy. It's busy. Like, it's so busy. Right. It's really, really so busy. So, I mean, we have a lot coming. We have a lot of new stuff, a lot of new sounds. Songs you've never heard anything like it before. You know, it's not like anything you've heard. It's different.
You
it's
have
new.
Somebody in mind you're collaborating with or connecting with? But I'm not saying you should mention them. So.
Oh yeah, I mean we have collaborated with a couple people already. You know, it's just, you know, sometimes it's not always so easy, especially with the big guys. You have to work with your schedule. You have to work with your calendar. Their whole team has to come together and, you know, agree on if what they goes. Really want, you know, their product to be part of like your thing as well. So it's just a lot of paperwork like going on here and there. But yeah, like there is a huge collaboration like in the works already.
How would you rate the industry as of today?
Well, the industry as of today,
are we still crawling?
the industry, I mean, I won't say we are crawling. I won't say we are crawling because I feel like what we really wanted to happen has happened.
Okay.
The world sees us, right? Everybody knows Afrobeats now. That's what that's what the OGs have been fighting for. That's what the big three you mentioned.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's career basically has always been who is going to really take that torch like to the outside world. So I won't really say we're crawling. We're not crawling, like we're really moving. But there are so many things by the side going on that if we don't watch it, we're going to go back to where we came from. You get what I'm saying? You know, just musicians overpricing themselves these days, you know, which again, I don't blame them because it's expensive to make music, right?
The entire ecosystem has to feed.
It has to feed,
the
right?
The videographer, the producers.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Your team, you have people you gotta pay.
The brand managers.
You have, so it's like, so
costume,
you know, so it's a lot, but the music industry is in a really good place.
It's in good shape.
Is in good shape.
Okay.
It's really in good shape.
Yeah. El Mani.
Is there?
Take us through your previous projects. How was it like?
So my previous project, Sorry for the Wait. Yeah, Sorry for the Wait.
Sorry for the Wait. Oh, yeah. What a lovely. I love it.
Sorry for the Sorry for the Wait was the title.
Whoever came with that copy or that title, it's a bad, good copyright item.
Yeah. So Sorry for the Wait. It was basically about, you know, where I was at the time. Because, you know, it's basically not where I am now. You know, we had songs like Hustle in there that was basically talking about, you know, when I had nothing. You know, it was also a very momentous time in my career because I had my mom in the EP too as well.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I had my mom in the EP. And, you know, it just gave me this very, you know, good chills. You know, it felt like I was finally finding myself like in the industry now. You know, and it also exposed me to so many things that I was doing wrong at the time as well. So it was, you know, we had, like I said, we had Hustle, we had Oswald, we had
Oswald.
Yeah, Oswald.
How would
you? So we had Oswald, we had Check on It, we had Tornado, we had 4-4. You know, 6 was a 6.
Are you from Edo State?
No, I'm not. I'm from Kogi State actually. So, but you know, it was just a time in my life that the EP really just highlighted, you know, who I was. Most of the time, my body of work, it's not even just my body of work. Like my music, every time I record, it's always my state of mind. If I don't get money, I'll how they motivate people where we're that period. Now the only thing why they sing be that hustle and stuff. Then when you now have small money, you start doing big boy music.
So basically, for me, I think it's art itself is a reflection of life, right? So sometimes it is expressive.
Yeah.
It is
so I always try to express myself through my music, which was what I did, like with the body of work, and it was really successful. Like people received it well. Of course, like we did our bits, and the EP is there. Go stream it. Sorry for the wait.
All right. And now you're launching.
Yeah.
And when I mean launching, it's not launching the music, but you're launching yourself to another realm, right? Another layer on that. What should people expect from you?
People should expect new sounds. People should expect new sounds. People should expect
strictly Afrobeat.
There's some, so from the last EP till now is more of Afrobeats, Afrofusion right now.
Okay.
That's where I am now in my career, right?
Yeah.
The other one was all Afrobeats. Now this is more of like Afrofusion in the sense that there's a slow Afro R&B song in it.
Yeah.
There's the normal Afrobeats club bangers in it, right? It's a six track EP. Like I mentioned before, it's called the Playboy Tape. Playboy Tape, which
that again, I don't know who is giving you. I don't know who is giving you these copies, but I would have loved to have that person in my team. Just give me art copies.
I
just give me art copies, and then I can run to the billboards.
So initially it was supposed to be Playboy.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be Playboy. Then my A&R, who also happens to be my brother, was like, instead of Playboy, why not just do the Playboy Tape? Let it be called like Playboy Tape. So most of the times, most of these ideas always come from me. But I'm not somebody who holds ideas.
Yeah.
So most of the times when I have it, I always go to my people to like, yo, what do you think? Yeah, what do you think this is? And at the end of the day, they end up coming with something that works, right? So, so Playboy Tape, first single of the EP out in January. The crazy thing about the EP is, which is also the reason why I said I wanted to put it out during Valentine, right?
Yeah,
it's because we're pretty much playing devil's advocate, right? Valentine pretty much is centered around love. People should show love. People should, buy flowers for their partners. And I'm coming out with Playboy Tape.
To say don't buy...
don't buy flowers, man. Don't buy nothing. Don't buy nothing. If you like girl, just, do what you need to do. No need to buy flowers. Like, we're pretty much just contradicting everything Valentine stands for, basically. So that's the whole idea.
The concept is nice.
Yeah, that's the whole idea of the Playboy Tape. So it pretty much just embodies everything, because of course there's also a love song in there, which is also interpreting that playboys can also fall in love as well. Right? Every playboy was once a lover boy now. Is that not what we always say? every playboy has, would have definitely come across somebody that broke their heart, right? So it's just a full body of work that interprets where I am as a person. People have ran this narrative of, oh, you look like a playboy for so long, right? People have ran this narrative, and I'm like, oh, okay, let's turn it to something
amazing.
So it's beautiful. So Playboy, there's a song called Playboy in the EP. It's a self-titled EP, right? So the Playboy Tape, there's a song called Playboy. There's Laticon. There is Me and You. It's a love song. There's Ooh. Yeah, there's a song called Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, it's a beautiful song. And there is Your Matter. Your Matter is already out, but we're bringing it back into the EP because it has a remix coming.
Okay.
Yeah, with an A-list artist.
Okay.
So it's a lot to expect.
I can't wait for that, right? So could you please just share with us platforms where people can basically listen to your previous works?
I'm pretty much on every platform, right? So I'm on Spotify, Apple Music. I'm basically on all the major platforms globally. Elmani. I know I'm verified on Spotify. I'm verified on Audiomack.
Okay.
right? So I'm on Apple Music as well. So there's Tidal, there's Deezer, there's Boomplay.
Yeah,
You know, I have heavy listeners on Boomplay.
Okay.
I have heavy listeners on Boomplay a lot. So you know, and I'm literally like everywhere. So all you have to do is just search for Elmani.
Elmani
In fact,
spelt
yeah, spelled as EL space MANNY. In fact,
Yeah.
once you just Google it itself, once you Google search me itself,
it
it just pops up
And then you
with
see
all
it.
the platforms. Yes, easy.
All right, so let's. I'm not trying to be too forward,
Yeah.
but I'd love to hear from you because again, I'm eagerly waiting for the body of works
Yeah.
to come out, the Playboy tape.
Playboy tape,
And
right?
I want to see the story.
Yeah.
Hear or listen to the story behind it, right? So, which of the song you think that it resonates with you the more?
I mean the whole EP resonates with me more, but I think the Playboy resonates with me the most.
Okay.
Yeah, the Playboy resonates with me the most because it's a life I've lived.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a life I've lived.
Yeah.
And you know, it was just like I was speaking to myself on the song. You know, and I was still, you know, telling the girls to beware of me, even though they don't. Even though they don't. So I was basically, you know, it's not my fault now. So I was basically telling them, you know, run away, save yourself, run away, save yourself.
Save yourself.
But yeah, but I mean, is a whole body of work. I wouldn't necessarily say I have a favorite because I feel like they all tell like their different love stories. So they all tell their different love stories, and you know, it's just when you listen to this, you get like a different love story here. When you listen to this, you get, so it's pretty much like a bunch of everything in that body of work. So yeah, guys, don't forget, Playboy tape is coming, right? So please help me stream so that when next I'm coming here, I'll drive Benz and come. Help me and stream, I beg. So guys, don't forget to stream it. It's gonna be out. It's gonna be crazy. Next year is really gonna be crazy. 2026. So yeah, stream.
Thank you very much for gracing
Appreciate
our
it.
platform with your presence. It's been
Thank you so much.
amazing conversation. I know you have a show later today, but hey, he's
I
killing
know,
it,
right?
killing it.
I know, right?
But he's just trying to be humble. Don't
We're
worry.
outside. We're outside.
Yeah. All right. So I hope you do find this conversation very interesting. I have enjoyed every bit of it, and it is what we're preaching here, having serious conversation, drawing lessons and knowledge from every conversation, one pod at a time.
I know, right?
Pun intended. Right. So let's continue the conversation on our platforms. Comments, let's hear from you. If you've streamed his song, let us know. If you haven't, also go do that. Tell us that you are going to go to the platforms and then stream the song. Are you an upcoming artist? You're seeing this for the very first time. There are loopholes, there are challenges. Nothing is ever smooth. You need to bear from this conversation, you need to bear that in your mind, and hoping that you could easily network, collaborate with people. No man does it alone. You
Not at all.
need people, and that support system can come from either collaboration or through connections with people. And trust me, the sky is just the starting point for you. My name is Emmanuel Aremo, and from all of us in the studio, we want to say a big thank you for staying with us till this moment. Till we come your way again next week, we'll see. Don't forget, please subscribe, like, share to family and friends. That's the thing that keeps us going here, and is the reason why we're here for you. Right? So, ciao. See you. Bye. See you.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, see you.